A journey to where nature is at her most magnificent and forbidding. To mysterious places where dazzling and diverse cultures flourish. Where China's numerous ethnic groups draw you into a world of color and vibrancy. Where distinct lifestyles, traditions, and crafts have survived the test of time. Join Travelogue on its 17-part ethnic Odyssey, visiting more than 100 places across China. Ethnic Odyssey, an enlightened look at China's rich ethnic heritage.
In this episode, we journey through the Altai Mountains in search of grassland. We live among the Kazak people, and we take our chances in a ghost town. Variety of China's landscape, diversity of its people. Welcome to Travelogue's Minority Series. I'm Michelle Lean, and I'll bet that you haven't heard of the Kazak minority. Well, I hadn't at least. Not up till recently anyway. I'm going to be living with them on the grasslands in Nalari, Xinjiang. We begin our trip on the Nalari grasslands, north of the Tian Shan Mountains. In Xinjiang, the climate to the north of the Tian Shan Mountains is very different from what is on the south side. Up north, we're surrounded by grassland, while the south is made up mostly of the Gobi and is extremely dry. The region north of the Tian Shan Mountains is home to the Kazak people, known for their nomadic lifestyle and superb skill at rearing livestock. On these beautiful grasslands breathing the fresh mountain air, it's not hard to imagine that the livestock must be of the finest quality. They're also keen horse riders and start riding pretty much as soon as they learn to walk. When they travel, the Kazak people strap their houses on the backs of camels and horses. Their homes are made of a wooden frame that's easy to set up and take apart, and it fits their nomadic lifestyle. Once they arrive at their destination, the women unpack and set up home again. The songs and dances of the Kazak people echo through the air. I don't really know what they're singing about, but I can really sense the joy in their voices and in their movement. We drive down a long and winding road through magnificent grasslands and past traditional Kazak dwellings. The Kazak people live in decorated canvas huts supported by a wooden framework. As I gaze at the sights of the Nalari grasslands, I find myself daydreaming about life as a Kazak, moving from place to place. The peaceful surroundings seem to dispel all worries. I really recommend the drive. The air is fresh and brisk without any form of pollution. The sweet smells from the vegetation even get inside the car. This must be one of the most relaxing and scenic drives ever. The Kazak people have tremendous respect for eagles. They see them as a symbol of bravery and freedom. This magnificent feathered friend here is definitely a hunter's best companion. Eagles in all their grace and magnificence are a symbol of the Kazak people. The feathers decorate the hats of Kazak women. These girls, wearing their decorated hats, are bidding their sister farewell. She's getting married soon, so she'll be leaving home. They begin by singing a sad song about how much they'll be missing her. Of course, it's never easy for sisters to say goodbye, especially when they'll be living a long way apart. But they manage to reminisce about their happy childhood, and they express it in this song. Outside, the sound of horses approaching announces the arrival of the best men. They've come with an invitation to the bride, also delivered in song. Their songs are about the coming union and how the two families will soon be joined. Then it's time for the invitation. The bride is asked to return with them to the groom's home to pay respects to the elders and seal the marriage in a ceremony. In the past, it was considered that the further a girl had to travel to marry, the more fortunate she was. The downside was that living in their different nomadic communities, it was unlikely she'd see much of her own family again, if at all. How beautiful was that wedding? It was especially touching when they started to cry. It was just so sweet. Well, now they're about to embark on a really long journey to the couple's new home with their families in tow. But in Kazak tradition, what happens is they will bring cows and sheep and horses, gifts from the bride's family, to their new home so that they can start a new life. That's good to be part of the entourage. It's a long, hard journey. It's hard also to imagine how the bride must be feeling. On the one hand, she has left her family to go and live far away in a place she has probably never seen, with no idea what to expect. On the other hand, she's embarking on an adventure, starting a new life, and no doubt, a new family. The bridal party, when it arrives at the groom's house, is greeted with yogurt and sweets, symbols of happiness. The guests all make a grab for the happiness on offer. The song is all about a beautiful girl who has come from far away to greet her parents-in-law and her new family. Our next stop is Sarim Lake. The name Sarim in Mongolian means the backbone of the upper mountain. The Kazaks who live here are clustered in small communities around the water, tending to their sheep and horses. In these parts, you'll always find friendly Kazakh nomads wherever there's plenty of water and grass. I reckon I deserve a day off. Time to sit back, get a tan, and watch the sheep graze. Oh, ni hao. Ooh, cute Hazuka's boy is asking me to ride with him. I will. I think I will. Whoa. A little bit harder to get up from here. Okay. Hey. While we ride together, Jahe tells me about his life. It turns out he is enlisting in the army next year to see more of the world. From Sarum Lake, we traveled to Karamai in search of a famous ghost town. It's known for its magnificent scale and, well, for its movie star status. If you've ever seen Ang Lee's Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon or Chui Hark's The Seven Swords, you'll probably recognize the ghost town of the world. It's located 100 kilometers northeast of the city of Karamai. And apart from being a famous filming location, the ghost town of the world is a surreal place. 100 million years ago, it was a lake surrounded by trees and all sorts of living creatures. Nowadays, it's a desert covered with mysterious rock formations created during years of weathering. When it's windy here, which is pretty much all year round, and the wind passes through here, there's a sound like wailing ghosts and howling wolves, hence the name Ghost Town. The nickname might be a little creepy, but the truth is, there's nothing scary about this place. Instead, it's a fascinating area full of rock formations that resemble palaces, archways, and old towers, and you can really let your imagination run wild here. Next, we go by car along the winding route from Karamai to Burton, a town in Altai. We're off in search of the famous Bay of Five Colors. During the journey, we're all trying to guess what it'll look like. And that should keep our mind off the long drive ahead. The Bay of Five Colors lie on the Irtyx River. It's easy enough to pick out 3 colors, and if you strain your eyes a little, you should be able to see all 5. The layers of colored rock merge into one another, and it's a real sight to behold. When the sun sets, it casts a red glow on the bay and river,